Welcome back, and welcome back to all new conversations with B.
And my name is Lonnie Love, so um, maybe we could think of a tag team name now.
Yeah, we do. We need our own little
Yeah,
tag name.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'll think of something.
Okay, cool.
Well, it's a lot that has gone on since
A lot.
we have
Getting locked up and leaving the country.
right since we last spoke. But I do want to say I started season 3.
Oh, congratulations. How do you feel about season 3? So let's start here. So, I mean, this is your
That
thing.
was the big surprise. I actually filmed Thursday, and it was more than what I came there for, and it just gave me like a lot of reassurance. Like, this is
Okay. How do you
the
how do you
thing.
feel about the product? Like, have you seen, since you filmed, have you seen some of the I guess footage from it?
No, I haven't, but I started off the season with an auto engineer.
Oh, that's dope. I know you were talking about that last time, like doing other parts of the music industry other than artists. So,
Yeah, and he actually owns a studio in Greensboro. I met him last year. I shot some stuff at his studio,
hmm
and his wife, they have like a duo. Like, he does the music thing,
Oh,
she
that's
does
dope.
the photos and the
It's a
videography.
power couple.
Yeah, so she was like, yeah, I'll do the she said she would film the interview, so I was like, cool. I was like, I got my dude in Charlotte, but she was like, no, I'll do it. So you know how that goes.
Yeah, I know, I understand.
But yeah, it was cool. It was a good interview. Very informative. I You're gonna see the nerd in me come out in this season. Like, I'm such an information junkie, and I'm no longer like worried about being perceived or how I'm perceived. But I was like
But
geeking. I was geeking when I was like doing that interview.
but that's good though, 'cause you gotta think, like, I don't know too many other podcasts that kind of break down, not just like they only do the artists for the most part. But if you're
Right.
focusing on other avenues of how to get into the industry, I think it'll be helpful from a overall standpoint, because for that kid that he may want to be the artist, but everybody can't be the artist. He has
And
a
we
different
talked about
avenue
that.
to go to be in line with music. So it'll be helpful if you think about it for people who want to be a part of music who might not be able to be that front man.
And we talked about that. That is so crazy that you said that, because he actually, that was his story.
hmm
And he, eventually like started his own thing.
Yeah.
So it was really dope. It was really inspiring. And the crazy thing about it, like, I was so gun ho on starting at producers, and then I like went and did my research further. I'm like, wait a minute, a producer is like only half of the job. It's the technicalities for auto engineering and stuff like that. They mix, they master, the technology and the sound.
I'm
Like,
about to say, don't they add into like the effects in certain songs?
yeah, the technicalities
Mhm.
of a song. And I left that interview very fulfilled and inspired. And I'm like, man, this is exactly what I'm looking for and what I wanted. And I was talking about
Yeah.
that Kickstarter, that season, like, yeah, it was
Yeah.
that. And
And
I like to. I try to go into those things really open mindedly. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna try to like set expectations, because you'll get disappointed. So I just went in there with an open mind. I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna ask these questions, and boom, the interview was great. Like, I was happy with the outcome. So
well, I'm happy to hear that you were happy with the outcome. It sounded like you got off in that interview. So
I really did.
it sounded like you was in your comfort zone with that. You know what I'm saying?
Swear.
You got another little groove.
I
Yeah.
did. I left and I was like, wow. I'm just like, this is what it's about. Like, it was everything I wanted it to be. So I'm excited. I'm excited to do the rollout. It's so many things that like is on the way. So
Well, I'm excited to see the
Yeah.
new interview then. Definitely gonna enjoy seeing you get back on the bike and you know
yes, I'm
zoom
like, I mean, like, and I wasn't, and I'm not, like, I wasn't nervous. I was just excited. Like, and sometimes that's hard to, like, contain on film.
Well, you don't want to contain it because you want the audience to see how enthused and genuine your love is and passion is for what you're doing. So that's great if it captured all of that. So the nerdiness and all that, because it now is making, to me, a better brand, a better content. It's like you stand by what you preach. Like, you're really into this. You're not just doing it for clicks and likes and you're bored. You're doing it because you really enjoy it.
Yeah, so. And I was just like, I don't care. Like, I'm really a nerd. Like, I know I'll be, like, when me and you do our thing, like, it's cool, it's laid back, but, like, no, you're going to see a whole other side of me. So, I'm excited about that. So
that might be the lane. That might be your thing.
For sure, for sure.
That part of music. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
what you got for us today?
I don't know. Let's do Nicki.
You want to do Nicki first?
Yeah, let's do Nicki.
I'm going to let you kind of start that off because I'm not I rock with Nicki, bro, but the antics outside of music be kind of turning me off with certain artists.
We gonna
you
talk
talking
about
with the situation with Megan?
No, the tour.
Just the tour. Oh yeah, you did go to the concert. I thought you was about to hit. Well, we can touch on your experience with that first. So how was your experience?
Oh man.
Going to that concert, because I remember you got dressed up, put your little outfit on.
Don't start, Lonnie.
Had the puppies out, you know what
Lonnie,
I'm saying?
Don't start.
He was trying. You went out there manhunting for real, didn't you? Nah, I'm just messing with
Lonnie.
you. But not for real.
No, I didn't. You know what? It's a story behind that, and I'm not even gonna get into that. I told somebody else asked me about that, and it was a whole story about the whole outfit. So
look, do your thing. I ain't judging you.
But no, like I
had a good time.
I had a ball. Like that hate, it's only online. Like the arena was filled. The energy was crazy. Like she put on a hell of a show. And I know I talked all that shit like, oh, I'm not fucking with her. I'm not going to see the show. Man, I went. I had great seats. I could literally reach out and touch Nicki. Like, I was that close.
Dang, that was a good seat.
The energy, the set, stage, I mean, her outfits, the wigs, like...
She put on the show.
She put on a show. Even though she forgot her lyrics.
Oh, really? Well, that don't
surprise
a rapper.
Me,
though. She probably a mom now.
Yeah, she's a rapper, and you know they're bound to mess up their lyrics.
Her catalog's pretty big too. So
it's
how bad was it though? Like
you could tell she just like, and she wasn't like.
Was it noticeable bad?
It was like it was.
Really?
It was pauses in the song, but she did it in a brave way. Like, okay, yeah, I messed up, but she
owned it.
She did, and she just went back into it. But I'm like, she's no Beyonce.
Dang.
And that's not in no disrespectful way, but it's really only one Beyonce.
Yeah. Now, quick question. You've been to both. I haven't. But I know for me as a hip-hop fan, I hate when they have the lyrics playing in the background. It's lazy to me. And I do hate when they miss lyrics. But since you said she kind of owned it, that makes me feel it looks like, hey, I know I dropped the ball, y'all. My bad. You know what I'm saying?
But she didn't have the lyrics playing in the background. She
didn't? Oh, well, I got more respect for her then. You know what I'm saying? That to me, that sounds like that's a little rust. It sounds like she going to get back right. Because, she had the little layoff, kid, family. So I give her a little leeway. But
and I know she's still trying to find her groove.
Yeah.
The tour is still, it's still new, but overall she did a good job. She was very entertaining. I know
she's always gonna be entertaining.
I know I caught myself a few times just like
in awe.
It was like my inner child. It was literally beaming because I listened to Nicki when I was in middle school. I wore my hair in bangs. I
think she was the reason why most girls when I was in college was wearing the bang, because that bang was 5-star chick came out.
Yeah,
everybody had the bang on.
She had the star ring in the video. I had all of that stuff. Like you could not tell me I was not Nicki.
She definitely changed. She was a game changer when she came. Yeah, so I'm glad to hear you had a good time.
And like the last 10 minutes of the show, her show is hella long. I felt like it was longer than Beyonce's. But like the last 10 minutes of the show, she did all her major hits. It was crazy. It was a really, really good show. But that hate, it's only online. Cause her fans, they showed up and showed out.
They showed up and showed out.
It was a good time on a Tuesday at that. Like
Yeah.
I don't get up and get lit on no Tuesdays. Like it was a good show. I would go see her again.
Well, how do you feel about the drama though, with her and Meg?
We'll talk about that because
Okay.
I got a question around that.
Okay, I'm gonna let you do your thing, then.
Okay, so we know Cowboy Carter came out.
Yeah.
You didn't listen, did you?
Hell no. I don't. When I heard country album, I wasn't surprised because she's huge and
Yeah.
her roots where she's from, so wasn't completely surprised. But I just felt like she just wanted to try something new and do something different. And then I think she might have had an experience when she went to the CMT Awards. She went before this last time, right?
Yeah, because she's had country records on her albums.
Yeah.
So
I could just say didn't see it. I'd be lying to myself. I could see it. It's just my thing is hip hop, and I just it's like that ain't my cup of tea. But you guys telling me that hey, it wasn't it wasn't country like.
Yeah.
It makes me like kind of want to investigate and check it out. So I'll probably check it out. I did say though, I was like, man, she probably got bored and just want to try something different.
No, that was nothing about it was boredom. It was
I'm not the album being bored. I'm just saying she got bored and like, you know what? I've been killing this for a while. Let me switch it up and see if I can do this too.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like she challenged herself.
Yeah, she did it due to that CMA performance. And It's just like, her like fuck you to you thinking I don't belong in that space or that I can't sing this type of music. But more so than anything, I feel like the album was a learning tool and not only just a learning tool for music, but it was her own redemption of genres and mixing it into one body of work.
Mm-hmm.
And she did a phenomenal job of like displaying that. And I'm not the most fluent in country music. I mean, I like the Dixie Chicks when I was growing up because I'm from Surrey County. I'm from Mayberry.
I don't know nothing about no country music. I ain't gonna lie to you. So when I heard
that's
country,
the only type of and Shania
Twain
Twain and stuff like that. I mean,
I know Shania Twain. Yeah.
So like, yeah, who doesn't know that? But like, she really got deep in her bag with the.
So it's country with a little flavor is what I'm getting.
Oh, it's a whole lot of flavor. It's southern. It's like really southern country music, like country undertones.
Okay.
And she got a rap song on there. She got R&B on there. She got Chuck Berry. I mean,
she got Chuck Berry. Definitely gotta check that one out. That's
we started country.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying, like,
so yeah,
it still ain't my cup of tea. You know what I mean? That's why I said maybe hearing it from you makes me want to check it out. I know I'm not gonna play it over. I know I'm not. It's just
okay. Just try to go into it with an open mind before you listen to it.
I ain't gonna say I was gonna go in and say, "Oh, this sucks." I'm not doing that. I don't ever do that with any artist. I listen to give everything a try. So that's you helping me expand my horizons a little bit because country ain't the top of my list to check out.
Well, it ain't no country album. It's a Beyonce album.
Oh well,
that's what she said.
Okay, you trying to make me a Beyonce fan? I see.
Who is not? Who don't love Beyonce?
I don't.
How could you not?
Just not a fan. I see why. I have an appreciation for her. Just not a fan,
That's fair.
Yeah, like I'll never discredit. Yeah, I never discredit her hard work and what she puts into the game. Never. But she ain't on the top of my list when she drop her album. It's just me.
Lonnie, you're such a subtle person.
Who's the subtleness in that?
Like,
I don't check for her music because I'm not a fan. It's okay that I'm not a fan. But I have an appreciation for her fan base and the music she makes. She is black excellence. Woo! Okay. Don't get no better than that. Which I want me to do.
I'm not speaking. I'm not saying that. Just
I don't want to be a part of the Beehive, and that's okay, y'all. Y'all don't have to attack me. It's okay that I respect her. I just want to make sure you gotta clarify because they be
I'm just saying, like you're a subtle guy because of how, like, when we be talking about like when I be asking you certain things, you be like, yeah, you know, that's just not really my tea, my cup. I don't really rock with that. It was okay. I gotta be in certain spaces to listen to music. And I just feel like,
yeah, I feel like the season of your life does determine and affect what type of music you want to listen to. Now, maybe if I was in Texas and I was working on a ranch or something, I probably would want to listen to a country album because it gives me a feel for where I'm at, my environment. You know what I'm saying? But right now, the space I'm in mentally, I ain't got no space for Beyonce.
So what space are you in?
Man,
What is Lonnie listening to right now?
Bro, I'm a true old head right now. If you ain't got bars, I ain't really checking for you. You know what I'm saying? So, the Cole thing got me a little excited.
Is that your favorite artist?
I break it down in eras. He's one of my favorite artists from like I would say the era of like maybe 2010 to 2009 to.
That was his time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When they came out, yeah, from that era, he's top 2.
He was good then, but I wasn't really into him. Like I listened to like his radio hits and his features and stuff, but.
You think he's boring, like Charlamagne?
I don't think he's boring at all. He's just not my thing, and he's not a bad rapper.
No, I was just curious. I wasn't gonna crucify. I just wanted to know because a lot of people say he's boring.
His not Dreamville, but what is his whole label?
It's Dreamville.
Yeah, it's Dreamville.
Hit it right on the name.
All of them, they dropped that compilation
that
project.
Shit was fire.
That was good.
Yeah, that was hard.
That was good.
Usually the compilations are good to go. Good, but the last one with DJ Drama, that was it.
It was fire.
Yeah,
I couldn't turn it off.
Stick was hard.
So yeah.
And
I like Jid and
yeah, I like him too. Atlanta lyricist.
Yeah, I like a few people on his
Yeah, I like Boz. Like
Boz is good.
Yeah, like that's my bag when it comes to rap. Like, and it's not like saying I don't have space for other artists because I do, but I just really like guys who take time with their pen. That's all. And you ain't even got to be the most lyrical, spiritual guy, but you sometimes when you can hear when they're actually taking time to write something. It's got some type of substance and means something. I just love that part of rap, how you put words together. So when the guys come out, with like Kendrick and Cole, and when they come out, I'm super excited. Outside of that, I'm in hibernation. You're going to have to put me on and be like, hey, like, you might want to check this out. And then I listen. Then I'll probably like, yeah, I had appreciation for it, but it ain't my thing. And I'll tell you when you change my mind. I never discredit somebody when it's like, oh man, that was really good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's my flavor. That's my sauce.
Yeah.
I can sprinkle it on people and they be like,
yeah, it's been some non-lyrical rappers. I'll be like, oh, yo, that project slap. You know what I'm saying? But it's just far in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I've like kind of been challenging myself to like listen outside the box. And I can truly say it's been refreshing.
I'll let you know. You going to look at me like I'm crazy. I listen to Flo Milli shit.
I don't really like her.
Exactly. I don't like that type of rap either, but I checked it out. It was a decent album.
I was mad when she used that face beat.
You said what?
The face beat. The
really?
Ron Artest. I was like, how the hell? But you know.
Yeah.
Face got he got on Twitter and he said it was a YouTube beat. And he did it at like 3:00 in the morning. He found the beat on YouTube and he went crazy on it. But I was like, not her making his fire ass beat into a girly song. I was mad about that.
I mean,
I don't really like girly rap. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, you
don't think Nicki girly rap? Just curious.
She be in and out of that pocket though.
She could talk her shit, but at the same time, she give me more feminine and girly a little bit. Go ahead.
Did you listen to Pink Friday too?
Yeah, I guess. I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
She has her records, but more so than anything, I like her more masculine.
She's a balance. Like, I whoop your ass, but I'm still girly at the same time.
I like her. I like her her cadence and her like persona when it comes to rapping. Like you can hear it in the way she delivers it.
Well, hold up. Look at it like this. I feel like Nicki's a well-rounded artist too.
Yeah.
So, or MC, I should say. So, artist, MC, same thing to me.
Cousins.
But when you think about Flo Milli, I don't know how long she's been doing this, so maybe she'll grow into that. Maybe she's just kind of right now sticking to what she knows, because it's a safe space. Okay, this is what I know. This is what's working. And as she matures and grows as an artist, she said, okay, this is what I like doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think we got to give her some time to grow, because she might grow into that. But right now, this is what's working. This is what hot. People like it. I'm going to do it. I just hope she doesn't get into the, I hate when artists get in that pocket of formulas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It gets boring for me, because I want to actually, I know you don't think the same way you thought at 30, at 20. Ain't no way. Even though some people do. But if you do, I prefer you mature as an artist and give me something different.
That goes back to Beyonce doing that album.
Yeah,
I mean,
I respect it.
I feel, and again, I just feel like it was her saying, like, I'm more than just, you know, what y'all box me in as.
She is.
And just like we said about Drake, about him, you know, crossing over.
Yeah.
If you're
that ain't gonna work. That don't work for him. I don't get him no pass. He ain't no real-round artist. He's just a pop star.
You think so?
Bro, he's a pop star. I'm not giving him well-rounded.
How do you? That. Okay, well, so how do you feel about what's going on with him in the media? Like, I feel like he's in his villain era.
Drake is a villain?
It seems.
No, I'm not knocking it.
It seems to be like
he's the villain.
He's the villain, or is he the bad guy? I don't know.
I don't think he's a villain. I just think. I don't know. I can't. He's a pop star right now. That's all I can think of. I don't think of it in a negative way. That's just what he is right now for me.
Nobody likes him right now.
I mean, because
none of his homies.
You talking about specifically Future,
Metro?
Well, that's from what I was told. Because I don't be in those pockets like that as far as like rappers who flirt with being pop stars, but. I was told the information I was given was like it's beef over a girl.
I've seen that on Twitter.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, I'll be beefing over that girl too. I don't know if y'all saw her. She like that. She cold. I ain't gonna lie, Colombian joint.
It's a million one of her.
And I'm pretty sure it is. But when you see her, I can see. I understand why there's riffraff. Like, and usually dudes like that probably are beefing over girls. But I can see why. I wouldn't call him a villain. I just think he was just being him, Loverboy. You know what I'm saying? He seen a joint he wanted, and they probably been messed with some of the same girls before, and he thought that was a green light too, and Loverboy knocked it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I see it. And now Future, he probably looked at her as like, oh man, that was gonna be my, whatever. That was my yeah. That's my main thing. And now they beefing. Like, it's typical rap stuff. Like, even Jay-Z and Nas you can kind of say they were beefing over a girl too. Like, don't surprise me.
I feel like it was over
What you think it was over?
Drake and 21 doing that tape.
You think so?
I do. Because according to some of the stuff I seen on Twitter, they were saying like whole time. I mean, I really
throwing shots on that apparently, right?
Yeah, I felt like he was talking about a girl, but apparently it was about Future. So
I think it was. I think it was over a woman. I really don't think it could have been over there, because I could see your point, because to your point, I remember Future and Drake bump heads because he wanted Drake to be in the Tony Montana video originally. And he felt some type of way. So it was a little exchange of words over social media back in the day over that. So I could see that point, because it's history that supports that type of behavior. So,
but they've been rocking for so many years, and I mean, it's kind of like
they ain't really rocking, bro. If y'all sharing women, bro, y'all not really rocking like that.
Men do it all the time.
I know they do, but I know. To your point, they do, but certain women you don't share, and I guess it wasn't a communication of, hey, bro, that's all women's.
I mean, from Metro to Future to Drake, like we got to think like we've gotten a lot of great projects out of them collectively.
Yeah, a lot of good.
And it's sad. It's sad. I'm like, damn.
Well, I want to hear I want to hear them actually talk in an interview about if there's some situation going on. That's what I'm waiting to see.
They probably won't. We'll probably never really know.
You right. We'll never know.
And if it's really behind a girl, like,
I mean,
that's lame.
I guess. I mean, that's life.
Cause it's 1,000 of her, millions of her. So I mean,
have you seen her?
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but. I can really see somebody being in their feelings about, because I'm like, bro, they're fighting over a girl. I say the same thing you said. Then
so you would fall out.
Hey, my homeboy went, hey, bro. I said, oh, that's why. Yeah, buddy, I can see that why somebody would be hot about that. So you would
put your personal feelings in the way of your business relationships?
You said, hold up, repeat that one more time.
Your personal issues in between your business relationship.
Depending on what type of relationship me and this person have, because they kind of intertwine. It depends. It does. Like, if it's somebody that I call my friend and my business partner, it does bring a different dynamic to it. But if we're just strictly business partners, from what I see, I would think it'd be strictly business between them two. Then yeah, you tripping, bro. Just go ahead and make the record, make the money.
I actually seen both of them on their tour. I think it was like back in 2017, 2016, 2015.
Yeah.
When they went on that tour, it was amazing. The energy, them two as a duo, is crazy.
Yeah.
I will never forget that show. The energy was high. It was insane.
I could, like I said, I could see it if it was just a bit like they just had us all fooled and it was just a regular business relationship. But clearly, if they fell out over a woman, it was more than just a business relationship. They were really friends. So that happens sometimes. I feel like in the industry, when you intertwine your business with your friendships, I think they were both business partners and friends. And if this theory is true, that they were beefing over a girl, like, I can see that happening. It
okay, Lonnie. Okay.
Hold on. If we flip the shoes and you had a guy that you were really into, and you saw him more than just somebody you're knocking off or just kicking it with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your business partner and also your friend is involved with them at some point, don't you kind of look at them sideways and they knew prior? Or
listen,
you wouldn't feel some type of way, like, really?
I've had situations and relationships like that in business before. Trust me, it's ugly, it's messy, and I cut everybody off involved all together. Like, I just don't like.
But unfortunately, Future's petty. He ain't gonna let you know how he feel.
I give him that, and I respect.
That's all it is.
I respect him for getting up there, and
I ain't like that, bro. He has a right to feel that way.
It must have really cut deep for him to put it.
I don't see how, because he done ran through, to your point. But hey, I mean, he must have really liked it.
To get up there and say what he said, it must really bother him.
But the meat and potatoes.
And you're really not gonna speak on some shit if it don't really bother you like that.
But the meat and potatoes of the situation to me was the Kendrick.
They got Kendrick to do it.
Hey, Kendrick smoked. Well, for me, my opinion, he smoked their asses.
Yeah. I mean, I like Kendrick, but I feel like he's above that.
Why is he above that? He been wanting to smoke since he got in the game. He caught out all his peers, bro. When it comes to this rap shit, y'all are lunch meat.
It's very lukewarm.
I'm going at y'all.
The temperature is very lukewarm with it, because back in the day, it was just cutthroat. Like, everything was off the table. Like, they didn't hold shit back. But I do feel like this is it's lukewarm. It's still respectable. Like, you got
it's competitive. It's from a competitive standpoint.
Yeah, you got off what you wanted to say or needed to say, but I mean, it's still like...
And it was smart, because it was the perfect timing. These two, Drake and Future, got issues. Why not get my shit off on their record?
And it's still a temperature where if they decided to reconcile and look over their differences, it would be amicable.
Nah, I want them to keep that same energy.
Oh, you toxic.
I want them to keep... No, because I look at hip-hop as competitive. Like, they can be cool and dap each other up after the game, after I done smoked your ass. I like that energy, so I want the subliminals to keep going. Like, for right now, yeah. because now it brings attention to people. People are listening to what people are writing and saying on rap songs now. I don't, you know what I'm saying? For me, at least,
It's provocative. Keeps the people going.
This type of stuff is for me because I will go back. Oh, I'm going to listen to what he said over and over and over. I'm going to read them lyrics. You know that's for me. You
It
dig?
sounds to me like you like drama, Lonnie.
No, I like competition. You see it as drama. I see the Drake. Hold up, that Drake now. Future Drake, that's drama. But we're speaking on Kendrick. Drake, and Cole. That's straight competitive. That's
yeah,
hip-hop.
I forgot about Cole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's just rap. That's hip hop.
That's
you know what I mean?
hip-hop, correct,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
You're
just
right.
that's strictly that. Like I could kill it. I told you I'm not a big fan of the drama outside. But then again, anytime an artist gets an opportunity to take a dig at Drake, I'm not mad either.
Now, okay. Now it makes sense. Okay.
I'm serious. He's the golden boy of hip hop, and he can do nothing wrong. So when somebody gets something on it, it's entertainment for me. It's funny because you thought you were this golden boy, you thought you were untouchable, but no, we can get at you, dog, on this rap shit. And I like that. Like I like seeing Drake being challenged because I think it makes him a better MC. I like Drake the MC. I don't like Drake the pop artist.
Oh.
I hate Drake the pop artist. Not a fan.
So,
Never been a fan. Honestly, I saw it when he first came out. I said, bro, his trajectory is going to lead to him being a pop star. As soon as he hit the door with Young Money. I knew it. Continue on. I'm sorry. You about to
I
say
mean, I
something.
think that's kind of the route they were looking for.
Yeah, they was
for
trying to get
him.
paid. Yeah, without
Exactly.
a doubt. Yeah, that was
so
gold,
they
for sure.
put him in the mix for that.
Yeah, it was definitely to monetize off of him. Yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, I feel like him and Nicki had her pop run.
Yeah,
and it was deep.
Yeah, it was.
It was really deep.
You right. I'm glad you brought it up because she definitely had some pop stuff, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But I get
And
it.
she said she hates performing that shit now.
I guess I'm a hippity hop guy. I'm just not I understand the pop records. I get them, but that ain't my thing. So I just be wanting Drake to get in his if you're reading this, it's too late bag. That's the Drake I like.
My favorite
He
Drake
talking
album
that
is
shit,
Used.
boy. Like when he was going back with Pusha, oh, I listen to that Drake because he you know what I'm saying. He being challenged. It's another lyricist. He really paying attention to where he with that pen. But outside of that, when he be trying to make songs for the radio, like the dancing song, Tootsie Slide, what was that called?
I hated that. That shit was trash.
But you got to see where my beef with him comes from. That's only from that. Him as an MC, when he getting his MC bag, hey Drake, hey, you might want to watch out. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like I'm speaking from a standpoint of like I see musically what all of them are capable of, and I don't want that to change. I feel like I'm the only one that can stop the beef.
You want them to have a kumbaya moment? I don't want no peace between them three. I want them three to keep going jabs.
God.
I want them to keep
You're
going
so
at it.
toxic.
No, I'm not toxic, bro. It's good for people like me. I want to hear bars. I want to go back and actually go on the A to Z lyrics and read them and see what you talking about. Like I love that. Like you remember the Beef series back in the day on DVDs? Who you think
Hell
was looking at
yeah.
that? Me. I was looking at that, bro. I love that. Like,
Oh my-
I don't
like
like
the
the violent side of
Smackdowns?
it, but like just the dissing and going back and forth. I like battle. I like the battling aspect of hip hop. I really do. I enjoy it.
I mean,
I don't enjoy the bullshit that comes with it, but just the act of I have a better pen game than you. That's all I care about.
So you like competition?
Hell yeah. Especially hip hop is just like basketball. Like we getting at you right now on the court, and then after we can be cool.
I
Yeah,
love
as
it.
long as it don't turn violent, I don't have no issue with them being all three going at it. As long as if it turn violent, like, hey bro, y'all need to chill.
Yeah.
Ain't none of y'all ain't like that. So keep, you know what I'm saying? And I like that. I think that's good for hip hop because it shows we can beef on records. We could talk it up and see who had the better pen game, and nobody gets hurt. I think that's good for people to see. Nobody gets hurt. We still can cheers to each other's success and give us each other's our flowers. And still go at each other. I think that's great. You don't think that's great? That's love to me.
I'm just such a peaceful person. So
I mean, I when it comes to, I love when they.
I like everybody to get along and do what they came to do.
I hear you. So, how did you feel about Cole's this then?
I feel like it was respectable.
Shit was mid.
It was.
That shit was mid. I said, bro, this nigga that pushed you, stumped you. You just go, get off me. And that's what that shit was. Stop pushing me.
And that would be my approach too.
You think it was strategic, like a light tap, just to be like?
It might have been a jab to set him up for a knockout. It might have been a jab for a knockout. I did think that, but it just gave.
That's why I said,
Get off me. Even though you pushed my face in the tree and made me kiss it. Get off me. Stop. He over here punching you, bro.
I don't think he's that kind of rapper, though. I really don't.
Bro, he heard Kobe saying some slick shit. I think he can get in that bag. Bro, I listen to my mans. He be saying some
I don't know.
slick
Maybe
shit.
Jermaine showed up that day in the studio. Who knows?
Nah, I'm a leaning toward
Not
more
J.
so
Cole.
what Derek said. He threw a jab just to see what he gonna say back. I don't see none of this shit getting violent or going into the streets. I just think it's pure the love of hip hop and going back and forth. Only issue I had with his this, I got why he did it. Because Hove did the same thing with Nas. I'm gonna throw this little jab at you to see how you gonna respond. But the thing is, Nas came back with a haymaker depending on who you're talking about. So look, the setup was the same as Jay-Z did. Jay-Z did pretty much was talking about Nas' catalog. Jermaine's did the same thing. He talked about Kendrick's catalog. Oh, the first one was a classic. Nas' first one was a classic. The second one, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, he took from a Jay-Z bag, and I don't know if he want to do that, but, you know, I don't know the relationship. But I would have hoped that I got it, but I kind of wanted him to go in a different direction with that. Like, bro, don't pull from Hove book. Do your thing, Jermaine. Tell me how you feel.
I don't feel like anything Jay-Z did back then was a jab. It was like he threw the whole bag.
Well,
him and Nas. It was.
You think?
Even down when you think
leaving
about
the condoms on a babysitter is not a jab, nigga. That's a gunshot.
that's what I'm saying.
That is a gunshot. You had to go and apologize for that shit.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't nothing like nice or subtle about
Jay-Z.
anything.
Well,
Or Nas.
I think. Well, hold up. In Takeover, I thought it was it was light. It was a settled jab.
Takeover light.
It was ugly for Mobb Deep, but I think it was in.
Because he only had that.
Yeah.
Short piece.
Yeah, he only had a short piece for Nas. And I think prior to that was just a bunch of freestyles, but it was subliminals. Nobody really knew. And then Nas said, oh, you want to play?
So
Ether came.
who do you think in that scenario was the hardest? Who
My
went the hardest?
non-biased opinion, I'm going with Nas because this is
Yeah.
my reasoning for it. A lot of people like to have revisionist history. And you can have your opinion because music is, subjective.
Yes.
But think about it, y'all. I feel like just Jay-Z's response to it. You know what I'm saying? Even when you read if you've read the book that Nas' baby mama wrote, even she kind of alluded to Jay-Z being a little shook about the whole situation.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And if people were egging you to respond to it, the person got the better of you. He embarrassed them. He said the nigga looked like Joe Camel. It was ugly, bro. It wasn't nothing nice about that, and it wasn't all factual, but let's keep it real. Jay's wasn't all factual either. Oh, I think the most factual part was that he slept with his baby mama. But
with
Nas' baby mama. That was
no,
that was the
Jay-Z.
most factual part. But
yeah, I was finna say
outside of that, they both was
did.
just, to me, talking shit. I loved it. Every second of it as a kid. And if you do look at the original polls back in the day, most popular opinion was that Nas won. So I'm going to just stick to my guns and say Nas won. Like, I'm not mad at somebody say, oh, well, Jay won that because of he responded with Blueprint 2 and Blueprint 2. Yeah, but it's a little too late. When your mama make you apologize because you got so mad somebody whooped your ass, bro, you lost. If you were going off the first two discs. But Nas we got to keep it fair. Nas only made really one song. So
True.
Just compare Takeover to Ether. Now, if he had to drop Blueprint 2 first, and that was the initial response to, or an initial diss track made to Nas, I think I can see Hov winning that. But bro, you kept going and making songs. This nigga made one song,
And that was that.
and all these niggas prefer to listen to that one song over to all of this that you made. Come on, you lost.
I don't know. I still listen to Takeover like
I listen to
very
it.
frequently than I do like Ether. So
That bass and Ether hit, bro. I don't know. It depends on what you like. I mean, if you more of a sample Kanye, cause Kanye did that beat, right?
I'm not sure, but I know he did most.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
he did.
Blueprint,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, he did that beat. Yeah, it depends on what you like. I go back and forth. I like heavy bass, hard hitting sounds, or if you like that vintage. I guess you can say it's kind of grimy, mid 90 or late 90, because it gives me a late 90, mid 90, early feel
For
with
sure.
Takeover.
Yeah.
So if you like that sound, you can probably prefer to listen to that. I would say Jay-Z probably has more replay value, I guess you can say,
Yeah.
as far as a song.
You got to be in the mood for Ether.
You got to be on some aggressive shit. Like,
Exactly.
this nigga made me mad. You know what I mean? Gym, it's
Exactly.
gym music. Can I say that?
Yeah, for
When you
sure.
trying to get a good workout, you pissed off, you play that. But when you riding in your car, definitely Takeover's more of a ride song.
Yeah, you said about Ye sampling and producing. What do you feel like he said on that Big Boy interview?
You said, how do I feel about what he said?
Yeah, about genres and
I created all the genres.
yeah.
All right. I knew he was going to ask this, and we were going to discuss this.
Yeah, we did talk about
I got a lot of thoughts about Ye. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I ain't been the biggest fan of Ye since Dark Twisted Fantasy.
that was my least favorite album.
Really? You know what's funny? Most people say that's a classic. I don't think it. No, listen, I'm with you. I don't think it's a classic. I think his
At
first three
all.
are, though, for sure. First three for sure, classic. When they gave that man, where he got 5 mics for that, I was like, bro, you didn't give the first 3 5 mics, but you gave that one 5 mics? Wildin'. But anyway, so step your game up. I was just playing. With the interview, I think I was really triggered when he said well, first, I'm going to start with giving him his flowers. Kanye has legitimately had probably the comeback of the year, I think, personally. And this is why I say that.
With Vultures?
Yeah, because of everything that happened prior. I'm going to give him his flowers first. Because, and not to mention, bro, he's so influential. He's definitely shifted the culture. He
Yeah.
shifted the culture from guns and violence back to kind of having a good time and being like a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? He made a lane for regular dudes like Cole, Kendrick, Drake to actually be stars in the game. And like, I'm not even gonna front, bro. He influenced my style in college to a T. Pink
for sure.
polos,
Yeah.
like he influenced so much of my style. So I can never really. I gotta give him his flowers. I have to. But I guess my issue with him is he says a lot of hurtful things and then tries to kind of play victim sometimes, or he might make himself bigger than what he is. I was a little triggered by the whole I influenced Future and what do you say? Future and Thug. And I thought that was a little wild, personally, because
Yeah.
I would attribute Thug to taking or being influenced from one of Wayne's styles. And we know Wayne was using Auto-Tune right around the same time as Ye. And then Future been doing music for a minute, maybe a little bit after. He didn't blow up until later, but he's a part of Dungeon Family, so he's been doing music for a while. So who's to say Future wasn't influenced by some of the earlier acts in the 80s and 90s who used Auto-Tune or more R&B influence? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So for him to go out on the limb and say that, I thought that shit was a little wild. And I think sometimes Kanye has to be real too. I think he out of touch with reality. I don't think he was completely canceled. And this is why I say I don't think he was completely canceled. I think we say he was canceled because corporations didn't want to do business with him anymore. Because he was saying some wild shit.
Yeah.
And I have to look at it from their point of view. I'm not going to fuck up my bag because you want to say, again, how you feel. I'm trying to make money. And you, I think Adidas is a German company, number one. So there's already German ties there. Of course they going to snip. They going to do everything in their power to get rid of you, take their hands off of you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because of that. So you got to think, I can see why they going at him so hard, because they don't want anybody to ever go back and say in the history books, they let Ye talk bad about this particular group of people. So I get it from a business aspect. Now I do think they need to pay him for what he hit his influence. I would have never bought any of them shoes if it wasn't for Kanye. If his name wasn't on them, and I know he took their silhouettes and combined them, but he was doing that at Nike. So that ain't nothing new. He combined silhouettes. People liked them. People bought them because it was Kanye. So he deserves his check for that.
Yeah,
so they need to run
for
him
sure.
his bread. But I also think from the business side, it's a PR stunt from them. So no one can ever go back in the history book and say, hey, bro, you didn't stand up for the right thing. So they were kind of clearing their conscience and getting their hands dirty. But, you know, I think he's just in his bag. He's feeling himself right now. And I'm happy that he's taking things into his own hands as far as selling his merch.
And
I
his
don't like it.
music.
And his music, facts. So he probably should have listened to Sway in the beginning, because when you own your own stuff, you can say what you want. But when you're partnering with these bigger brands, because let's just be real, Adidas is bigger than Kanye.
Yeah, but he had
and
Yeezys.
they've been here a lot longer.
He had Yeezys before he went to Adidas.
He
did
did
that, bro.
He did the Nike joints, but I mean, is a reason why Nike probably didn't want to touch him. And not to mention, Nike didn't really have a history of dealing with entertainers like that either. So I mean,
I feel like he took his stuff there, and you know,
it's because Nike wouldn't give him.
and
a job.
it's just
Think
like
about
it's
it.
like you shopping around for labels, and you decide to take your music and your talents to a place that will
Cultivated
mass
it.
produce you.
No, I
And
100% agree.
Adidas didn't make Yeezus. Yeezus made Adidas. So
I disagree with you on that.
I'm
From
not.
a sneakerhead perspective.
I'm not saying I'm not saying how you think I'm saying it, but
No, I know what
they
you were
didn't
getting
make.
at.
They didn't make him. He made himself, and he took his ideas to Adidas.
Yeah, they pimped his influence. No, we're saying the same thing, just differently.
Yeah.
No, his influence. I'm not taking it away his influence. I'm not saying
Right.
they made him more popular. I'm not saying that. I think it was a mutual relationship. Is
True.
what I'm saying. And when you're in bed with people who have just as big influence and been doing this for a long period of time, they don't want to risk what they've created because you want to go off on a tangent and not take your medicine. I'm just being real. Like, you saw he went to Skechers. Bye, get out, bro. We know we're not taking no
I
business
ain't
deals
wearing
with
no
you.
damn Skechers.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, them Snoop Dogg joints kind of hard.
I don't give a damn who over there.
I don't care what you say. Them Snoop Dogs and them B's kind of solid. I would hoop
I
in
think
them.
I seen that on the
That
time.
basketball line ain't too bad. I ain't saying I would wear them, but I can see if somebody say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna wear these today. Not in public, hopefully, but
I don't even
maybe
think-
for its purpose, like basketball or casual walking around in the neighborhood with your grandma, grandpa.
I don't even think I was wearing Adidas before Kanye got over there.
See,
so.
I'm a sneakerhead, so I was. That's why I made.
I'm
that
saying
statement.
like clothing and all of that stuff.
Whole nine. I was wearing Adidas shirts,
I was not.
sweatsuits, track suits. Come on, bro. Adidas was huge, and Adidas was hip hop at one point. If you think about it,
That is
Run
true.
DMC. That's why I said I can't. To me, the brand of Adidas is bigger. Did he make it even bigger? Hell yeah. He made it even bigger. But I think he made it even bigger to people who wasn't rocking with it like you. You were just really rocking with Ye. But you like Adidas, whatever. Oh, Ye got a deal? Yeah, let me check it out.
I'm a really big Kanye fan, so I kind of like stay neutral to those conversations. I feel like with him, he's like seen a lot. He's been through a lot, and I'm not even using his mom as an example for that. But you gotta.
Nah,
did you
that's
watch?
fair.
Did you look at that Netflix?
You know I did. I told you I'm a Ye fan no matter
So
what.
yeah, I feel like stemming back to that, like just looking at all the stuff, like you go through over the years and times, and you still are able to like rise above and still say, "This is me, Ye, the rapper, the producer, the innovator, the cultivator." Like it's very inspiring and motivating.
Yeah, because he believed in him. And I think that's the biggest thing. He's his biggest fan. And that's the one thing I take away from him. Like, I like how he move, even though he might rub people the wrong way. Like, his self-confidence is really taught me. Like, when I watched that...
We did talk about that. We did talk about that.
When I watched that documentary, it made me still have... I still like Kanye, but not as much at that period. But it made me understand and have... I don't know how I want to describe this, but I still remain a fan because of that documentary. Because I learned from that documentary, you're going to have to be your biggest fan in order to make it over the hump. So when he taught me that I had to be my own biggest fan to make it over the hump, I rock with him. And then seeing how we don't really talk about it, but Rockefeller was just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, in
I
the
don't
beginning.
think they could handle who he was. And I'm not even saying it as like, you know, they wasn't on their shit business wise, but I'm saying like Kanye as the creator and the producer and the personality.
I don't think anyone could handle it. I think they took advantage of it while they could control it, and then they parted. If you look at the history, he blows up, like even with the clothes stuff. They both monetize off of it. Okay, you're getting bigger than we can control. We gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's him. And I like how he bets on himself. So Kanye's he that dude overall. He might say some things that rub me the wrong way. He might say some anti-black stuff sometimes and all different type of stuff, anti-Semitism. But he's still that dude. You know, he still is a great artist regardless of him saying those things, whether you like it or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I do.
I hate that he be fucking up bags though. I ain't gonna lie.
But you know what?
He be fucking up some bags, bro.
If it takes me being myself and speaking how I feel to be removed from spaces, then so be it. Like, you really got to look at stuff like that. Like, you can't always like hold your tongue or bite your tongue or just not be yourself or like
I agree with that.
Say what you need to say or be who you need to be in order to keep certain things. I mean, it is time and place, but
yeah, it's time and place.
I do admire him being his own person. And that is very hard for a lot of people to be.
Do you think he got a PR? Just curious. Do you think he has a PR?
No, nobody probably wants to work with him.
Bro,
if we being
Kanye,
real,
if he need a PR, bro, I got you, bro. He need a PR, man, in my opinion.
Good luck, and I wish you all the best on that type of
journey.
journey.
Kanye, if anybody in your kid here, I got you, bro. I help you get across what you trying to say. It's nothing. I got you.
I just don't feel like he can be contained or he can be boxed or silenced.
But my thing is too, he speaks on creating wealth and building wealth, and sometimes with creating wealth and building wealth, you have to collaborate too, and you can't just be saying crazy shit and thinking people gonna still be cool with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, B, this is your platform. This is what you created. You say, you know, Lana, I want to bring you in. Cool, but you're not gonna let me take crazy whatever, and you be like, Lonnie, come on, bro. Like,
no,
you gonna start doing this. You know what I'm saying? You gonna start doing that.
I almost started doing that when we was talking about that Kendrick, that the Big Steppers, the last album he dropped.
Why would you? What would I say? What did I say?
You said you didn't really like it.
I'm an honest person. I told D this too. I feel like when you take them long layoffs, bro, I need bangers. I don't need art. I need bangers to see if you still got it. And then give me some art. Do a double disc album. Bro, for real, you can do a double LP.
I feel
Drake
like
did it one time. You mean your biggest nemesis can do it, but you can't?
I feel like he took his personal life experience and put it into a project.
I hear you. I respect that. But we ain't heard from you in 5 years, bro.
And that's why he told us why, though.
I know why, but I get tired of playing Good Kid, Mad City all the damn time. Or Damn, I wanna get some variety.
Was a good album.
That shit was fire. Honestly, Aria be one of his best works that nobody gives credit. But don't get me wrong, I like the albums like To Pimp a Butterfly. I like the albums like you just said it. The Big Steppers album. I can't think of the full title right now. Forgive me. But I like those projects. It's just, man, bro, I understand where you're going with this, but where I'm at and what I need right now, you're not giving it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's where I'm kind of at with those two projects. It's not that they're bad. I think they deserve all the critical acclaim they get. And I'll never speak bad about them. I think they're great bodies of work. It's just not what I needed in the moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? From him.
Or
what I wanted to hear in the moment.
I didn't know I needed it myself, and it was really a healing album. It got a lot of replay value for me for at least 2 weeks.
I'm going to go back and revisit it because sometimes I have to go back and revisit albums.
It's okay. You need my help.
No, I play it.
I'll be there to hold your hand. to lead you and guide you
You're gonna lead me and guide me through
to the right perspective and lens
the right perspective
of things, or different.
I had the
I'm not
right
gonna
lens
say
and
right,
perspective.
but different.
It ain't giving me, like, you look to music to energize you and help you push through. I don't want to hear about your trauma. I'm already dealing with my own trauma. You know what I'm saying?
But it, in a sense, makes you human. It brings like humanness in the equation. Like, okay, somebody at this level that has achieved this much is still going through the same thing a person who works a 9 to 5 or who's struggling and trying to get by. This man seen a lot. He's probably seen a lot of money throughout his career, but he still had to go to fucking therapy to be able to
process some of the things.
Yeah, and function as an adult. He's a husband. He has 2 kids. I mean, I don't know. Life really don't prepare you for them type of things. So you need that extra help. And I feel like it should have encouraged black men to go to therapy. It's okay.
I agree with you on that piece. I do. I truly agree with you on that piece. And some of the topics that he talked about were very vulnerable. Like the record with his uncle. I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people gave pushback to it for whatever reason, which was corny to me. But I definitely got where he was coming from. It was different. It wasn't a typical story that you hear on a rap album. So I had, like, look, I love Kendrick. It's just in the moment right now, the season I'm in, like I told you, my seasons determine what type of records I want to listen to.
I almost didn't respond to that text message. I had to put my phone down.
What?
I was like, what the fuck?
What? You talking about?
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, I'm going to have to fire him. We just started.
You gonna fire me?
No, but you know what? I was like, okay, it's...
Yeah, like I said, it was trash.
It's balance between us. Because
I didn't say it was trash.
I don't know if I would want anybody else up here who was like, you know, the same as me, or view music the same, or sing music the same.
It would be boring.
It would.
I agree on that. Yeah, I agree. Like, there's nobody.
So
wants
you
to
bring
see
the
that.
balance. I was like,
Yeah.
I was just like,
and you gotta hear where I'm coming from too. That's like literally from that era. That is my favorite rapper. That is my GOAT from that era. If I did a Mount Rushmore for that era, him, Future, Drake, and Cole would be on it. Like, bro, I'm in touch with reality. It's just, it didn't do it for me personally, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not taking away what it did for the culture. It did a lot. Pulitzer Awards, writing awards, bro, it did something culturally that maybe I didn't see in the moment, but I'm not going to take that away. Never going to take away by anybody's credit. I'm just telling you how I feel personally about it. Big Stepper wasn't really one of my favorite albums, but I will go back and listen to it again. I did the same thing with The Pimp a Butterfly. I appreciated it as a body of work. Loved it. But it had certain songs I liked, something I didn't. But, you know, I like how he put it together. And Big Stepper's really well put together too. Like, who would have thought to put Kodak on there? You know what I'm saying? And make it that dope. I never would have thought that he could have even gotten that pocket with Kodak. So no, that shows greatness.
Yeah.
Again, I will give people their flowers. It's just, personally, that's not something, it's probably something I scroll by on every day. It's not everyday music. You feel me?
Oh no, it's definitely not.
That's what, maybe that's a say it that way. It's not
definitely
everyday
mood music.
It's mood music. And I just haven't been in the mood to do that lately, like, which I guess is kind of a blessing for me. Because I've been on the up and up. You know?
Yeah. Because I think when it came out, I was really going through some deep shit. So it was just like, it was like a pillow for me. It was comfort.
How you feel about that album is how I feel about The Pimp a Butterfly.
I'm going to say I could never really get into that.
Exactly. But I got into it.
I liked a few tracks, but it wasn't, It
didn't do it for you.
It did not.
Yeah, and I respect it.
I think that's my mom's favorite album by him too. She
really
geeked. Yes, she
I got a
it.
homeboy. He trashes that album. Like, he literally disrespects it.
It's not really my favorite, but I'm It's crazy that you said that. So separating the music from the artist.
That's a good topic.
So we're gonna try to touch on it right quick before we go.
All right.
But you know Diddy. You know R.
Really
Kelly.
an artist. Go ahead.
R. Kelly.
Yeah. Nah, he's an artist. But go ahead.
I still be listening to them.
And I do too.
I know people.
What they do in their personal life ain't got shit to do with me.
And people's like, oh yeah, no, I can't do it. You are listening to Kells, and you probably don't even know you're listening to Kells. He wrote a lot of shit.
But you can't cancel good art.
You can.
You can cancel the person and not cancel the art. He did it with Kanye. Apple thought they were being strategic in what they were doing. I hate to go back to Kanye, but if you think about it, just using an example, they stopped them from being number one according to that interview we had with Big Boy.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
seen that.
But I think they were doing it again to protect themselves. Well, we don't want nobody coming at us because we let this be number one, so we're just gonna take it down.
True.
Business.
True.
Oh damn, these motherfuckers still rocking with it. We're gonna take it down one more time. And then the third time, oh man, we're just gonna let this stay number one. People ain't tripping off him no more. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like music, you can't stop good music. Like, it don't matter what you do. It don't matter what you do in your personal life. You gonna keep listening to it. Like, bro, I still listen to R. Kelly. I'm still gonna listen to P. Diddy stuff. Like, they made art or they facilitated great memories growing up. Bro, we wouldn't think about none of that stuff they were doing in their personal life, in their peaks. So why we gonna think
And they been saying that shit about Diddy, so it's like...
rumors about him being gay and having sex parties ain't nothing new. So when those those environments are, when you
went
in those
there,
environments,
I'm thinking of violence and fucking people up. You talking about gay sex partners and shit?
I mean, but I know you keeping it a buck, but it's the same stuff we've been hearing. It's the same stuff we've been hearing about it, but nobody ever reported any violent acts, so nobody cared. Now it's coming out that violent acts and all this other stuff was happening. You know, it's unfortunate for the people who were really victims, but it's really unfortunate to him for the situations that weren't. It didn't cause that. You know what I'm saying? So.
True.
I'm gonna let that do what that do, but I'm gonna still listen to this music because I like. Again, the music is attached to the memories. We love music because it's attached to nostalgia. You go to a cookout, oh, that was my jam. My uncle used to play this all the time.
Because if Step in the Name of Love come on, I'm gonna get up
like,
and bust the two-step real quick. Like
I just hate when the people come at you because this one time, was one particular lady I worked with, about 10 years ago, and she was like, you're still gonna support such and such because you're supporting their lifestyle if you buy their music or their products. And I'm like, I'm gonna be real with you. I exchange dollars for the art. You can look at it that way. Yeah. That's fine. I'm not giving them dollars for their lifestyle. I'm paying for an album.
Exactly.
I'm paying for music. What he chooses to use that money for ain't none of my business.
Okay.
That's on him, between him, God, and the person that he's hurting or whatever. Ain't got nothing to do with me. So don't put that. Don't make me feel morally bad because I want to listen to some good music. I love music and art.
I think that generation is different. Like my mama, she started crying the other day. She was like, "Oh, all the stuff that they made, I don't believe that it was real." I'm like, she started crying. Like she was like, "Those are things that I grew up with and music I grew up with." Like she was literally crying, and I'm just looking at her like, "Girl, if you don't want to listen to it no more, don't." Like
I ain't gonna feel bad.
Like
I'm be honest, I ain't gonna feel bad. Kanye and said some crazy stuff. Michael Jordan say all these people have said something to rub people the wrong way. You still gonna buy their shoes, you still gonna buy their clothes because you're trading dollars for an actual product. You're not paying. Kanye ain't gonna ever invite us over nowhere, or R. Kelly and all these other people are never gonna come in contact with us. We're literally paying for whatever they're selling, and. Now I would feel bad for the people that bought the tapes back in the day. They should feel ashamed of themselves though. Now that was horrible. Now they should feel bad, but for real, they should feel bad. But not the people who actually enjoy the art and the art only. You're not gonna make me feel bad for that.
No, never. And I'm in it for one thing, and I and that's why I try not to take, what people do on social media too personally, because it's just like, okay, they're human. Like, is everybody that's trying to make a dream happen or do a thing, are they cookie cutter? Like, are they living a cookie cutter life? Are they doing everything right? No, I mean, you can't really judge people for like their demons and.
You can't, because if we were under a microscope 24/7 like that, we would definitely get exposed for hours. So who are we to judge really? Hey man, I pray for homeboy. I hope he get through whatever he getting through, and that's it. That's all you really can do. You do it every day to your friends and family. They got their demons that what they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? They doing stuff. Some of them living a life they ain't supposed to be living, but you don't condemn them and you pray for them and keep it pushing. You're there to support. That's it. That's up to Diddy to fight whatever demons and what he got going on. I'm not gonna beat him up while he down. I hope he pulls through. I hope he does some healing and hopefully he can escape whatever he going through. And I pray for the victims too, because you know, if you were really doing those things to whatever victims were claiming that he assaulted or violated them, bro, you just gonna have to own up to what you did and pay whatever price.
I'm gonna say this,
and I hope they get healing too.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. But I feel like a lot of the victims, and I don't want to take away from nobody's experience and things like that, but I do feel like some people done things to further advance.
Yeah, it's a come up.
Their careers and, you know, money and stuff like that.
And it
like,
didn't pan out the way they wanted, and now they won't get back. They want some bread.
Because everybody has a choice. And I hate talking about shit like that because it's just so, like, it's so finicky. But
yeah, but that's an aspect that people have to acknowledge. It's victims, but it's also people that's trying to have a come up real quick because they died on luck.
True. But yeah, we wish healing on everybody. Like, you know, I'm not that type of person to put my opinion on what other people go through, but that's just kind of like,
just gonna pray for homie, my
view. But yeah, it's been a good conversation today.
Yeah, it's been a really good conversation. You thought the freestyle wasn't gonna work, huh? You was questioning it at first. I'm like, bro, I've been paying attention. I look at hip hop media every day to make sure I'm ready to have something to talk about with you.
I know. I was like, man, it's just so much. I ain't know like where to start or what. But I feel like we covered enough.
I think we covered everything. Yeah, we covered the gist of everything. Yeah. I don't think we missed anything as far as hip hop.
No.
That like the major stuff.
No, not that I can remember, but yeah. So it's been good.
Yeah. You gonna buy any of the new Yeezy products that he got, like the shoes, since you a fan?
No.
Them socks is ugly.
No, I don't like the wet T-shirt. I don't like none of that stuff. I mean, to each his own.
Yeah, no. Hey, bro, I told you he influenced my style for probably 20 years of my life. I know. So I look, I'm giving him his props. I'm just saying what he doing now, I'm good though.
Yeah, I do want him to. I do want Nicki to drop the new body. I want her to like, cause I love that song. I want her to let him put that on Vultures too. Nicki, if you hear this, please.
Oh, that would be hard. He got a new body.
You know,
they
was.
He do.
You know
that nigga round now, boy.
Oh my god. You know this. You know he said he got lipo when he was with Kim. When he was married to Kim, he had got lipo, and it looked like he
gained that shit right back.
Yeah,
bro, it's called old age, nigga. You gonna get old. Hey, you just gonna have to. Hey, look, I had to recently come into the reality. I can't eat the same way I was eating when I was 14 and 15. No. I can't eat 2 cheeseburgers, go play ball, and be good. No, bro, you really gonna have to eat vegetables. He gonna have to learn it too, bro. You can't eat bullshit no more. You gonna have to eat right. That's all it is. That shit is
real too.
Yeah, like you can't eat the same you used to eat. So
I can look at something and gain weight.
And if you spend the hours in the studio like he does, you know you're not eating what you're supposed to. Mm-hmm. You're not eating on a routine and a schedule. Like, come on, bro. He treat that like it's a 9 to 5. You know he not eating right. So
yeah,
he'll get it together. It's Ye. Ye bounce back for anything, bro. He's Superman low key.
Lonnie, you are so funny. But no, I really want them to like come together and do that. Even though he made her change her verse 3 times. I think he made her change her verse 3 times. It's like
her voice or
her verse.
Her verse
to the new body with Ty Dolla. Yeah, it's like I think it's like 3 different versions going around, and all of them are fire.
Oh, we forgot to touch on the NSYNC joint with Ye. I ain't never listened to it like that. I ain't like it like that. Remember they had to take the song off because he sampled it without permission.
Oh yeah, he did a lot of them samples on there without permission.
But that nigga don't. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, but he don't. he don't care. I respect it. He's like, bro, I'm gonna make this art, and I don't care if y'all like it or not.
Yeah, he don't give no fucks.
Hey, bro, we gotta wrap up. Yeah, I'm sorry, D. I know you trying to get home, bro. My bad.
But yeah, that's our time for today. Everybody, be on the lookout for season 3.
Yes, season 3.
We gonna check in and do these.
Yeah, sure.
You know, just to update on everything that's going on. But I am still in search of, in need of, interviews for season 3. So if you're a producer, A&R, a manager, a DJ, any role that is facilitated throughout this industry, like that's the conversation for season 3. So I'm still looking in search of, and yeah, we're just gonna keep this thing going and take it episode by episode. So
And pray that I don't say nothing too crazy for her.
no, I need the entertainment. It's balanced,
I'm glad you feel balanced.
Cause sometimes I come in here, I'm like, I'm tired, but then you be like making me laugh and like bringing a personality sometimes. So it's a good balance. I appreciate it.
Okay, cool.
Collaborative effort. So
Definitely.
yeah. So yeah, that is it for our
See
time
y'all.
today. Peace.